think I'm recording now. I am Horizon, and today I'm going to be playing Project Wingman. I'm going to start the campaign on hard, and while I wait for this extremely slow cinematic to load that you can read if you want to, I'm going to give a brief explanation what Project Wingman is. Project Wingman is an arcade-style flight simulator like Ace Combat series with some key differences, like smaller, like being Kickstarter funded, using a lot more of a certain color, most notably orange, not having actual plane names, not having different lore, and a lot of other stuff that are basically make a lot of differences, but it's functionally the same game. It's overall really cool with great music, and relatively great level design, except for a lot of certain outliers. Anyway, the first mission should be started. Your first mission description should be starting soon. So I'm gonna stop talking and let the audio play. Any minute now.
Our contract with this backwater place is just about to come to an end. And, well, thank God. I don't mind a tropical vacation every once in a while, but it's not very glamorous, considering we're here to work. Anyway, one last thing before the defense minister releases our contract, and we move on to bigger and better. Hitman team, you haven't gotten all that much airtime this deployment, so you're taking point with this operation.
We have confirmed the location of the Burlock Privateer headquarters off the coast on the southwestern edge of the Jesta Island chain. They're a mercenary group like us who unfortunately have turned to outright piracy. According to surveillance data, we have determined that they are the culprit of the recent high-profile hijacking of the Federation-registered cargo ship May Lynx. The May Lynx is supposedly carrying volatile cargo belonging to the Federation's Department of Global Energy and Sustainability Office. Nothing specific from the Federation contact about the cargo, however, our orders are to retrieve it if possible, or to neutralize it if we can. Attempts to negotiate for it have turned up with nothing, so we're going in. Hitman team, you are to approach the island from the south along with support and establish control over the area. Your objective is to eliminate any surrounding anti-air and resistance on the island. After that, secure an RZ for our operator group Ronin to ascertain the cargo. Once Ronin lands, maintain air superiority until the next stage of the operation is determined. Be aware that the Burlocks have other merc pilots on tap, so enemy reinforcements could be a factor.
Normally, we'd stay out of contact with any Federation-adjacent taskings. But this is the last thing we need to do for our current contract, so I'll let it slide. Two birds with one stone. Easy enough, right? Now get to work. Dismissed.
But yeah, that is the briefing for the mission. Just for some more context, our character's name is Marna. Again, we're part of Hitman team in Discarded Mercenary Corps, or however it's pronounced. And so yeah, just gonna do a simple mission, sinking some pirates, rescuing a vessel. There's definitely gonna be no orange. Definitely gonna be no foreshadowing for a reoccurring thing that will happen a lot in the game. But yeah, that was the mission briefing. Now I'm going to start and go into the hangar. The hangar is basically where you can pick out the plane that you're using. I have played the game before, so I have all the different planes available to be unlocked and bought. But I have some sort of thing called strange sense of pride and another thing called integrity. So pretend every plane below the MG-21 and down doesn't exist for now, and only focus on these two trainer planes. They both suck. One of them is a two-seater, one of them is one-seater. They both have some variation of poor man's unguided bombs in this game suck, and I don't know how to use them, so I prefer missiles. But yeah, I'm gonna do the T/F-4 for the mission. Large unguided bombs, because that's the only one I have available. Flares, because they're by default are a lot better than the other module that I don't know how to use. So yeah, gonna start the mission. Also, when we start this mission, we're gonna get an introduction to the other main characters, which are Galaxy, Diplomat, Comic, and Prez, who will be heard talking throughout the show. So, let's start this mission and let's get into the gameplay.
This is the ever-lovely airborne warning and control systems aircraft Galaxy. Hitman team, get on the clock.
Hitman 3, Comic punch again.
Hitman 2, copy you clear Galaxy. You got that, just about, Diplomat. Hitman 1, take your head on this vector till you start to see targets in the IFF. You are free to engage.
Yes, but as you can tell, most of the actual story in the game is being told through radio and comms, and there's even some cutscenes and data logs that need to be unlocked. But yeah, I'm currently using the default, like, standard missile that all planes have. Basically, take out these control boats. But yeah, basically, the mission for this, or objective for this mission, and most missions in the game, is to destroy all the red targets on the minimap. There are also different variations of view as well. This is just, in my opinion, the most straightforward, but there are multiple different options.
Monarch missile on the way.
Yeah, as it is the first mission, we're not doing any crazy stuff. And when I say crazy, I mean this. I don't want to spoil the surprise, but this game gets pretty crazy. Also, yeah. Also, all planes come with basically a machine gun as well. That it used to shoot down stuff. It has a different targeting system than it's not like you select a target, lock onto a target, and then fire. And then if the target is a ground target, it can probably it'll just hit automatically unless it has like armor or something, or some notable annoying exceptions. Or planes, which you'll see me often fire 2 missiles at planes, is because they have planes have this annoying thing called flares. Basically make it so they can deflect missiles. I shouldn't be saying they're annoying, but that they're annoying, but it is kind of annoying at point just to like circle for a while and not end up doing anything because the plane keeps putting flares that are required.
Missile away.
Yeah, I'm just gonna finish up the rest of the targets.
Knocked out.
And should go on to the next phase of the mission. Yes, as this is a tutorial mission, all the enemy targets are either stationary or very slow.
Horsemen's coming down from due north. Flashing mercenary IFFs. Green light to engage. Defenses are clear. Ronan, move in. Drop the rope and get out quick. Looks like everyone's scattered.
Now we have some. Another thing is that your plane, when you're attacking the base, the plane can take off from the base. So more planes can have me go on like that. But yeah, it looks as if now. Now we have to deal with these reinforcements. Yeah. It's the first mission. I'm sorry for not being that entertaining. There's literally not that much to do. No really elements that are But yeah, we do get a nice bit of aerial combat for this. With dealing with the enemy reinforcements. Oh darn it, I really... Yeah, it's been a while since I played this game, and it's also been a while since I had missiles, and I'm going to be looking for players, which is going to be fun. For this reason, we'll look it up in the episodes. And, sorry about the couple of flags thing. Or something. Yeah, just dealing with basic planes. Talking in circles because I am not that good at filler. Oh, yeah. Figured out. Remember there's a player. You know, but yeah, this mission is relatively simple. Even though I failed it 4 times the first time I attempted it during my original playthrough of the game. Mostly due to crashing into the ocean, crashing into the sea, crashing into the mountains. Yeah, crashing into the final objective. Ironically, in this game, most of the times I actually don't actually die via most of the time I actually die via crashing. Which should say something about my career choices. I definitely should not be a pilot if this is any success. Yeah, I'm gonna get that guns and now. Now gonna twist this left and left. And missiles are annoying. Walk on progress. And ineffective. You also probably noticed that this game takes a lot of things for granted for realization, mainly due to the plane having 184 missiles on default. That's not. This is one of the smaller planes, along with a few 1,400 round damage and 8 unguided bombs to start with.
Some sort of chromium containment chamber. Reading says it's unstable.
And as since I do strange things on a board, I'm going to see if I can hit the final objective with bombs.
You have to keep an airship down for the cold sensors. It's not anything you can carry out of here. Right,
and
one moment, putting the contact on.
And since bombs are
Leave the scene. Everything you've witnessed is confidential by Federation decree.
Incredibly complex to do. I'm going to see if I can work. And practice in and bomb, see if I can
Highlight a new target on your IFF. Blow it when they're out. Ready to go, you Galaxy. You're clear, man.
Okay, get lined up. And now space. This should cause an explosion. And hopefully the mission will end. And hopefully, or not exactly hopefully, but that should be the mission. Yeah, that's gonna be a recurring thing. Also, if anyone actually watches this video is sensitive to the color orange, I highly recommend you not watch this. This is below average in terms of orange.
that thought, we've got inbound from due north, same bearing as before. Fighter's approaching with flight to your direct south. Flash item and we will flag you as hostiles. Easy. Flashing IFF. Adjust the help, and by the looks of it, went to a Berwick posse. You hired by those mercs in the fort, bud? Past tense now, I guess. We got no beef with you. It's your business, I'm sure you guys understand. Put me on, Galaxy. This is a Citizen 1, call sign Kaiser. I'm the leader of the Sicario mercenary corps.
Yeah, there's just a banter going on in comms and others for a long time not to talk over it. But yeah, it leads up to the remaining 20 missions and the rest of the story.
Towards Cascadia.
Cascadia.
Yeah, and you heard? Civil war against the Federation. Some rogue Cascadia ambassadors been eye-popping, dropping off contracts and information all day. Rebels need bucks. I need a job. Master Goose 1, out. You see, that's a team name that sounds fun to have. Right, boss? Boss? Civil war in Cascadia. Interesting.
But yeah, that's mission 1. Honestly, nothing exciting, but it sets
The
up the
money
story.
came through from this contract, and our opportunities in this region have just about dried up. If no one objects, and your contract with Sicario is still in effect, pack your bags. I looked a little into the Cascadian situation, and I believe we'll make a little something of ourselves there.
Yeah, but after every mission, you get a little recap, basically how many units you destroyed, how many units your allies killed. Yeah, it's a small mission. It's a start, but it also sets up the rest of the story, and the rest of the story definitely picks up. And most of the cool stuff is in the later levels, but this is the tutorial, and I honestly think I expected. But yeah, just for the next mission, when I get around to recording it, probably tomorrow. But we're gonna do a little border crossing. Anyway, I'm Horizon. This has been Project
Sicario is
Wingman,
moving west,
and I
ladies and gents. Information coming out of country has been
hope everyone has a
spotty,
good night.
but, well, let's
Yeah,
just say
I'm just
there's a
gonna let
demand
this
for people of our pedigree.
Sing play.
The Federation's been
this
eyeing a
introduction
takeover
play.
of Cascadia's resources for years, as far as I remember. And it seems the Cascadians weren't going to take it lying down, based on what info has been leaked out. For those of you who don't know, Cascadia is a nation along North America's western seaboard, one of the largest on Earth, and one of the most prosperous due to its abundant natural resources and geothermal energy deposits. I've never been, but I hear it's beautiful. A country with limitless energy at its fingertips. I know some of us who were born out here in the periphery can't even imagine it, but I'm sure this hits closer to home for some of you. Moving along. There's a communications blackout both in and out of the country. As far as the international news goes, nothing is going on except a few riots. Based on the mercenary networks, however, that is a complete lie. A full-blown conflict is proceeding. We've reached out and were given a rendezvous by a Cascadian group called the Independence Force, the main anti-Federation group recognized by the national government. I presume the Federation has the borders on lockdown to stop people like us from coming in, so stay on our toes. If we get found out by a patrol, we'll send one of our flights off to take care of them.
Sicario is moving northwest towards a rendezvous point set by Cascadia's Independence Force. We don't expect any heavy resistance given our route of ingress. However, each of our fighter groups will be pulling shifts to preserve fuel and ammo. Hitman Team, you will be responsible for the last leg of the journey, which will take us over into Cascadia proper. Be prepared to intercept border patrols.
I know some of you might not be too enthused to be fighting the Federation, so I invite you to leave with what you have of your contract. You'd only slow us down.
But yeah, that's the next mission. Anyway, I have been Horizon. I hope you enjoyed Project Wingman, Mission 1 Black Flag. If you did enjoy, if anyone ever watches this, and if you did enjoy, please like, subscribe, do all that standard YouTube stuff. And I hope you have a good night, good day, and wherever you are. Sorry about my rambling earlier. This is Horizon, finishing this episode.